Hi, this is Andrew Moore-Crispin for Gadget TV on Butterscotch.com, and today we're taking a look at the Motorola BACKFLIP. Now you can get this phone for between $80 and $400 depending where you're shopping and what kind of contract you're willing to sign. $400 is basically the no contract, straight up buy price. Now as you can see, it's currently in landscape mode. What we have here is a capacitive touchscreen, and we can see here that we're using Motorola's Moto Blur face on top of Android 1.5. Now, last we saw this device was at CES 2010, and the talk was that it would be upgraded to Android 2.0 before too long. Haven't seen that yet. Apparently the phone is capable of running up to Android 2.1. But like I say, we haven't actually seen that come down the pipe yet. Now, where it gets its name from, it's kind of neat. I'll have a look here. You can see the full capacitive touchscreen on the front, as well as the 3 soft keys across the bottom. Take a look on the back. It's kind of strange. We have a full QWERTY keyboard, as well as the camera lens here, 5-megapixel camera, and a flash. Now on the back side of the device, we have a charging port, a volume rocker, and a camera button. And on the top here, we have a 3-stage microphone and stereo headphone jack, as well as the power button. So now, you saw the QWERTY keyboard on the back here. If we actually flip the device open like this, it'll flip into landscape mode, and now we have a full QWERTY keyboard. Now another interesting feature of this phone is on the back here. This little area here is actually a touchpad. So it doesn't work perfectly. You can see we actually did some input there. We'll go back home. Now you can see that we can actually flip through our screens by using the trackpad on the back. We can also, this is a little difficult to do, but we can also, there you go, we've selected that. Now we can tap and drag it open. Apparently we can't. We can tap, move over there. Let's try that again. No, that didn't work. That's all right. Like I say, it takes a little getting used to, but it's a trackpad on the back here. It's very useful for things like paging through the different screens. Apparently, I got it while we turned it over. So, like I say, it's very useful for paging through different screens, but for sort of finer navigation in the different menus and stuff like that, you'll probably want to just default to using the cursor keys here. Or, like we said, it's got a full capacitive touchscreen, so we can just launch things by tapping on them like that. We'll prop this guy back up again. Now let's talk a little bit about the tech specs on this guy. So like I said, Android 1.5, running Bluetooth 2.0 with full A2DP and a couple of other neat Bluetooth features. 5-megapixel camera with 4x digital zoom and the LED flash that you can see here. 1400 milliamp hour battery, better than the iPhone, for example. Full QWERTY keyboard that you can see here, as well as a 2 gigabyte micro SD card included in the box, upgradable to 32 gigabytes. Now, one thing I'd like to mention just before we close out here is I really do like this backflip feature where your keyboard sits on the back and then you flip it open and you now have a full portrait keyboard, because that means when we're using the device in portrait mode like this, we can take a picture of whatever we're looking at over here, shoot a picture using the touchscreen here, or we can flip it open like this. And if we have a video conferencing app on our Android phone, we can actually do video conferencing and things like that. So that's a quick look at the Motorola BACKFLIP. For Gadget TV, I'm Andrew Moore-Crispin. For more sweet stuff, visit Butterscotch.com.